Well, hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. How are we all doing? Hope life is well. And what's up, Joker? What's up, Captain Joseph, Florian, PP? What does that mean? What does this mean? I do not understand. Bring your own booze? Is that the abbreviation? What's up, Red Dog? Welcome. Surprised you're watching this, considering how bad the other live stream was. There's always hope. Like I am glutton for punishment. I am bad like that because I do believe in people being to change. I do believe in the good in people, and I like to believe in good in Kabam, and the fact that they might provide us with, you know, a fulfilling, fun, interesting, engaging, informative live stream. And if they don't, I'll be here for it as well.
Hey, there's Skittles in there!
Don't let the beard fool you. He's a child.
It's funny because
Kabam. Kabam.
fall on my face.
There you go. Hi, KT. Hey, what's up, Jason? Hope you are well. Love your videos and always helps me when I'm stuck. Well, my pleasure, my man. My pleasure. If you find the videos helpful, then I would find it helpful if you hit that like button. Hit that share button. Invite your friends over. You know, the more, the merrier. What's up, noob mother? How are you doing? Hopefully Streamlabs is going to be working today. It wasn't in the previous stream. I think it should be. Well, eventually, hopefully, we're going to see. Yeah, there you go. Bring your booze. But here. Okay. What's up, Yoshi? What's up, PP? Welcome. Right. So, the stream should be starting in a minute or so. In 1 minute. I was almost gonna consider putting on some background music or something. I know what else. I know what else I need to. I need to be putting the stream on my phone so I can grab screenshots. I do have my pen next to me so I can go through too much content when access is released. I then share. Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate that. I can take notes. Now I'm just gonna need to make sure that we do have the screenshots or capability taking them. The stream will begin shortly. Okay. The announcement about Act 4. Well, they're going to talk a bit about Act 8.4 in this stream, but they're not going to give us full rewards details, I think. There's going to be a separate post for that. Don't know how long I can stomach hearing Kabam Jackson Mike. Well, you're going to be listening to me too. Therefore, you know, I will make it much more tolerable. Otherwise, we can always...
Wanker!
I know.
Wanker!
Yes, I know, yes.
Wanker! You're a wanker! Wanker!
Right, quite right. Spot on, he's got it.
Hey, what's up? Soham? How you doing? Welcome. Someone just take down rank 3 Sasquatch with unawakened Morbius with suicides on and lost 99% health. Makes sense. Possible. You know, so excited for 8.4. Yeah, I look forward to that as well. 1 second. Why is the stream not starting here? Wait, something's off here. There we
guys,
go.
but we're not spending our time off coming to hang out here, even though we love what we do. But welcome on in, everybody.
Was I
If
right?
this is
No,
your
I was not.
first time ever at one
I
of
just
our
like
official
conflict.
live streams, please hop into the chat and let us know where in the world you're tuning in from. It's one of my favorite things
Is
to
there
see
an
just the
echo for you guys or
international
not?
reach and how
I mean,
we
I can
are
put on
bringing
the
people
headphones
all
and-
around the world together in one spot. So
Is the
please
volume
let
level?
me know where you're from.
Okay.
We've got some India, we've got Greece represented, we've got Wisconsin, we've got Oh, that's the Kabam account. Mike, is that you in the corner? you son of a gun. We've got Poland. We got more California, South Texas. Welcome on in.
Oi,
It's great
John.
to have
What's up,
everybody
big boy
here. We got a
John?
new chatter
Are you
here from
enjoying
Texas
the
as
Easter
well.
weekend now?
Awez is in, what does that say? Irelia?
Radio stations.
I don't know. It could be
Thank
made
you,
up
Crash.
entirely. We've got Ontario. Welcome on in, everybody. Seattle, Australia. Welcome.
White Tiger and Lionheart.
Again, we've got
Lionheart?
fantastic.
You mean
show,
Ironheart?
And I'm thrilled to
I like
best
White
to have
Tiger
you all
better.
here. This is my favorite way to hang out with you all. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna get pumped. We're gonna do a giveaway. We're gonna play some games. We're gonna chat with guests. It's a
Oh,
great
there's
show.
gonna be games.
But before we get too deep into it, let's go over
Kabam
the
games
ground
is never a
rules.
good thing.
The ground rule. There's
know
only
you
one,
say.
and that rule is don't be a jerk.
Everyone knows when you
It's
say son of a
one
gun.
rule. It's very
Yeah,
simple
I mean, obviously, I do.
for a
I
reason.
have never hidden that.
That's it. As
I
a
have
friend of
been
mine once
trying
said, kindness is free.
to clean up my
We're all
language.
here because we love something. We're excited about something. We're passionate about something. And I
I'm
understand
still
that
working
that
on it,
passion
okay?
sometimes results in frustration
Midnight?
or anger.
Fair
And that's
enough.
okay. That's totally valid.
By the way,
but this
guys,
is
yeah,
not the
if you
place
are
to get all fired up
here
and
frequently, and if
aggressive
you
and
do
angry
enjoy
about
my
stuff,
inputs
it's
to
here
Kabam streams,
to have a good time,
then
to
do
give
hit
you
that
all
like
space,
button. With
to
currently
interact
over
with each
100
other,
viewers
to hang out
already,
with
but
us, to
only
learn more
20
about the
likes.
game and what's
You
coming
can
to it.
change
So
that.
please, be kind to each other. Now, if you choose to break our one and only rule, of course, we have mods
Kabam
hanging
games
out
means
in the
boring
chat.
stream?
Shout out to the
Probably.
mods. They are here keeping us safe, keeping things
Probably.
flowing. If you guys want
By
to
the way,
spam
who-
stuff, it's going to be hard. We have slow mode on. But
who wants to
they're
go
the
and
ones
test
make
something?
sure
I
you
want to
guys
know
get knocked down.
if the
So
word
please
spunk
behave. Let's
is
hang out.
banned
I
in
know
the
punk
stream.
is a little erratic, and that's the vibe of the moment. But hey,
don't play
let's be
Citizen
respectful
Moves.
of each
No,
other, please.
it's
We
it's
will
a me
do
thing
little
as
bit
well.
of
I'm not
Q&A
a
throughout
fan
the
of the
show,
fact
as
that
we're
I
going to be talking about
swear as much as I do, so I
a
try
little
to
bit
clean up.
new features
Not necessarily
and
about
some
anybody
interesting
else,
things. So
it's
if you guys
about
have
me
any
and my
questions,
self-image.
please tag at Kabam Twitchy D or at Kabam. I think we can throw that up on screen.
But yeah, no. Can somebody go to the Twitch chat
Here
and
you are. Those are who you're
type
gonna
in
tag
something
if you guys have
like
questions about the topics. If you
excited
guys
for
have
Spunk?
questions about which champion you want to see coming to the contest, why not so and so?
and is
You
it
can ask them,
banned?
but we probably won't address them, I'll be honest.
I want to
But thank you
see.
again to our
Hey, what's up,
mods,
JJ?
and thank
How are
you
you
to all
doing?
of you summoners. Let's get going here.
Because he's
we
gonna
have
get
a
called Spunk,
fantastic
right?
show, including but not limited to discussing April's content, including, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Spider-Punk.
I'm not gonna want
I
to
don't know
ban
if
the
you
word
guys heard.
spunk
We
in
got
my chat.
Spider-Punk. We have a brand new guest here. Riri is going to be here from a representative as the art team. A representative of the art team to talk about
that's
how
why
the art
I
team don't miss to
I mean, to
receive
be
all of the
fair,
praise
I'm just
we
trying
give
to get
them
more
all of the
creative
time,
with my insults,
and,
like, you know, use
to go
words
through
like
the process, the
invertebrate or
pipeline, as we call it internally,
ejaculate or
of how we create
you
a
know,
character. We're going to be talking to
donkey
Mike about a new
or
feature. We got mastery
something.
loadouts.
Because I
Is
do
it an
think
April
you can
Fool's Day
swear,
joke?
but do
Maybe.
it
Find out
creative.
later in
You
the
can get
show.
your point
We've got
across
a
without
special
using swear
announcement
words,
that will remain
using
secret
creative thoughts.
until later in the show. We're going to be playing a game. We're going to be doing a giveaway, and at the end of the show, stay tuned because we're
Well,
going to give
Sally,
you
congratulations,
a little
Simon.
nugget about Act 8.4. So we've got a lot to look forward to. We've got a lot to cover. So let's dive into things. Before we get too deep, I want to do a little show and tell. A new segment I've called My Marvel Mother, if you've been around in the past, my mother tries really hard.
Oh, under
but
45?
does not
I think it's
understand
gonna be.
what I do.
The word is not
or
banned?
Really, honestly, what Marvel
Oh.
is. In terms of
Oh.
movies, I think she's.
They have not
she saw
banned
the first 20
Spunk
minutes
in
of
their chat.
Spider-Man
It's
with Tobey
Joe.
Maguire, but then. Spoiler alert.
I'm by
when Uncle
done.
Ben died, she left the theater and never came back. She doesn't really know a ton. She sent me a Lego advent calendar that was Guardians of the Galaxy and said, "Those are your guys, right?" She was right. but she didn't really
Neanderthal?
understand why.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
Neanderthal is not too bad.
recently, Marvel and the National Lacrosse
Am I
League.
late? No,
I
you're
played
not late.
lacrosse growing up. Coached it as well. They did a collaboration. So each team
He played
in the
isn't
National
lacrosse
League
like
here
the
in North
international
America
sex offender
had a Marvel night,
game?
a superhero night, and my mother went
you know,
to one in Buffalo.
you just know
and
every
sent
other
me
player
this comic.
playing the lacrosse
Now,
seemingly
she
has to face
just
some
kinda jammed it in a
sexual
box.
assault allegations.
So,
And
and,
is that bad? I'm already creative with the time. Fair enough.
it's not looking so hot, but it looks cool. That's not the only thing she sent me because each of the teams on their Marvel night had a Marvel jersey. So this is the Buffalo Bandits jersey that had all of the Guardians
What's up,
characters. You
James?
can
What's
see
up,
the
everybody
Guardian
else? If I didn't say
patch on
hello
the
to you
shoulder
individually,
as
then you are
well.
welcome. Very much welcome.
This, of course,
Question, is
I mean,
Kabam
maybe not,
DLL
of
the
course,
same
but this
person
is
as
the
Daddy Longlegs?
captain's
Yes.
jersey, on
Daddy
the back
Longlegs
here
is
as
Kabam
well. It's
DLL.
autographed because we cool like that. And we got
My stream daddy,
Rocket's,
now
tail
stream
in
parents.
the numbers
Oh,
there.
it's because we're adding
So
everybody
this
up
is,
there.
pretty cool.
because we decided that we are working on a family budget.
We'll probably wear that
So,
for the next,
you know,
the next stream.
Whoever sends something, obviously we keep in mind who sent what, but we put in like co-parents and stuff.
Play Guess It Champ again in future.
And then we can make jokes about single-parent households and the family budget
we are going to be
and
talking
family's net
about
worth.
all of April's content here.
How excited!
Let's get
I am
things
actually quite
started
excited for
with
Superior Armor,
Prowler,
man.
one of our new champs. We're
I
very
am
excited to have
quite
him into the contest.
excited
This
for
month is
Superior Armor.
awesome.
I really like that
Both of our
champion. I
champs
really
are
do.
freaking cool.
Like one of my
And,
earlier Duke 4-stars.
They're both Hobie Brown. You might not know that. We talked about
8.4, yeah, we're gonna
how
get
in this
some
month they
8.4
share a
info,
name,
but
people
not
like
full
Spider,
rewards details,
and
I believe.
also Spider. That's the same, but it's
They are usually Fridays, Larson, but tomorrow is like Good Friday, Easter thing. It's like, you know, international holiday in most countries.
Take it away.
Okay.
To begin, you'll want to bait a couple specials to build power creep charges, so perform a medium ending combo to inflict your falter just under 2 bars, and launch your special 1 to pause it and inflict your taunt. From here, build to about 1.5 bars of power and bait another special attack to max out your charges. And while they're power locked, punish with the medium and heavy through your falter to inflict your incinerate. Then, before the falter expires, launch your special 2 to gain your furies, stack up ruptures, and watch the fireworks explode. Now, if you're up against one of those pesky evaders, keep in mind, your mediums can't be evaded, and your pursuit passive from special 1 will prevent the opponent from evading any of your attacks. So, when you need it, keep it active, but don't be scared of those mediums if it happens to fall off. And hey, if you need some extra juice, you can launch your special 3 to overcharge your gauntlets and build to 3 bars of power. And once you're ready for the finale, bait a special, then medium into your special 1, directly into a heavy attack, and then finish it all off with a supercharged special 2 with double the fury.
And that's your first look at Prowler. We hope you are pumped for that. Of
I know, first look, you know, first look's gonna be misleading.
The legend, and asked, hey,
but,
where makes this champ unique? And he had this to say: Prowler is the first champ to be completely immune to falter effects. Other champions counter miss consistently, but there are some RPG mechanics that activate on you even if the falter doesn't make you miss. On top of that, each time the opponent uses a special, their remaining power will be drained down to 0 and momentarily locked. Very reminiscent of Captain America's tech breakthrough synergy. It's actually a pretty wild ability. We asked, hey, what do they provide an answer to? What are they going to counter?
Yeah, the rotation I wasn't too confident with. Animations sound like bad or all, but...
Bursty type of non-crit tech champion. Yes.
I don't know.
Is very
no, they did not show Spunk
he has
3
yet. Very relevant immunities and can counter evade on his medium attacks out of the gate and on all attacks after using special 1.
I know, I wasn't sold on it. I'll put it like that.
Use of falter and taunt is a great.
Do you think they'll mention what? No, they never speak of anything negative in their streams.
Granting easy openings in your basic combos. We said, hey, Karate Mike, where are you going to see Prowler most? Look how cool he looks! Rob, that's awesome. Thank you for making that.
Prowlers.
And Karate Mike said, generally speaking, I think he's going to be a solid attacker with lots of tools allowing him to close out fights consistently while remaining very healthy. He's bleed immune and counters evade if that specific combo might be useful for any recent defenders. Also, node 47 in Alliance. It's a node combo that places
so he's
Falter
bullseye
on
counter.
you and also has power reserve. His ability set essentially shuts off the entire thing, and we're very excited about it.
Yeah,
So
it would be good
that is
against
your
power reserve.
first look at
Overall,
Prowler.
though,
we will have a deep dive
obviously it's
live on
far
our
too
official
early to say,
MCOC YouTube
because
page
this is
on,
like, you
I
know,
believe,
just a
Saturday.
little
One
bit of
Saturday,
information
one
that we
Sunday,
got about
Prowler
him.
and Spider-Punk.
But
We were
so
discussing
far,
the order of which, check them both out Saturday and Sunday this weekend.
not
you will get all
particularly
of the
hyped for Prowler.
nitty-gritty details.
Again,
that
I
you need
hope
there.
he's
And
good,
then hop
and
into
I
the
by
game
no
on
means,
April
you know, I'm
4th, when
making any
Prowler
final
becomes
conclusions,
available
but
in
what I
bundles
saw
and then
here
in arenas
didn't
and
necessarily
crystals on
got
April
me particularly engaged.
11th. So get excited for Prowler because you know what? Spider-Punk is awesome, and I don't want him to overshadow Prowler. Because Prowler is very,
Well,
very
there's that.
cool
Yeah,
too.
no.
What else is
Kabam
But
will
also
never
Prowler.
and has never
All right,
spoken
let's
about
move along
any
here for a
major
moment that I
game
think you
issues
guys
or
might be
anything negative on their
aware
streams.
of my levels of excitement about, okay? Because Spider-Punk's coming to the game. And I've ranted about this for like 6 months. And guess what? I knew. Most of the time. But that doesn't change that I'm still disappointed in you and that you guys failed democracy by not voting Spider-Punk into the contest. But that's okay.
You can immediately tell he's
reigns supreme.
you failed democracy by not voting the yeah, one.
Anarchy.
Of course,
Spider-Punk comes to the
of course,
contest anyway.
Where have I heard that one
Get
before?
ready for it, because I am pumped. He is so cool. We are going to hand things over in just a
Do
second
50
here.
things
But
together.
first,
Yeah,
I
he
wanna
did
tell
look
you
like quite a
guys
bit complex.
about one of the coolest, because Spider-Punk is, I'm excited about him because he was one of my most requested, most anticipated champions, but also he is one of the most unique and awesome champions.
His
that we
animations
have
did
in our
look cool
game,
though. Spider-Punk's
artistically
spunked
and
animations
from
look
his kit.
so nice.
I want to tell you guys right now, for the first time, before you see anything more about it, Spider-Punk's SP2
Prowler was tech.
is a rhythm game, very reminiscent of jamming on plastic guitars like I did in high school.
Oh,
It's a
that's
rhythm
I don't
game.
like when they do
It's
that.
never existed in the contest. We built new tech for it. We've got very cool animations. We'll talk about them later. But for now, Karate Mike, take it away.
To begin, parry the opponent to trigger your evade and start building your crowd. You could intercept the opponent to shorten your cooldown and stack physical vulnerability. Bait the opponent's specials to begin building your encore passes to stack ruptures and gather a larger crowd. Now, Spider-Punk will evade when struck by a basic attack while dashing when his evade is on cooldown, so don't be afraid to take a risk. From here, keep this cycle going as you build to just under 3 bars of power. And keep in mind, if the opponent has projectile specials, you'll build that crowd much quicker. Now that you're all set up, launch your special 2 to stack ruptures and strum up or down to stack on even more. And then, follow it up with a special 1 to remove your ruptures and deal instant rupture burst damage on every hit.
He looked
One
better,
thing to note,
I think.
when fighting in battlegrounds, you'll start with a crowd of 150, making it much easier to build to a satisfying special 2 with
Another
maximum
special
rupture
balance ability.
potency. And hey, in a longer fight, you could follow this same loop while building up to your special 3, and launch to crank the amp up to 11 and increase the duration of your rupture effects by 25%. Then, use those encore passives to stack on a larger amount of ruptures and juice up that special 1 burst even further.
Passive
And since
unstoppable
he
in
did
a
such a
way.
good job, half the crowd will follow Spider-Punk to his next match.
Funky sense.
Just make
Yeah.
sure you keep the ball rolling.
New mechanic. That is kind of cool.
And that's your first look at Spider-Punk's kit. And I hope you guys are as excited as I am because, like I said, yes, he's Punk. Yes, he's one of my most anticipated, most requested
Yeah,
champs,
people
but
did pick
his
player
kit looks
orders,
so
yeah.
cool. He plays so uniquely, and he is so visually unique and stunning. We'll
I want
talk
to know what
about
kind of
the
bits of
visuals
utility he
later in
has
the
though.
show.
Okay, so he is
But again, we
Raptor
circle
and a
back to
ways.
say, hey, Karate Mike, what makes this champ unique? And he had this to say. As always, so many things. At first glance, he may just seem like the next Spider character, but beyond his
Finally, they
hard rock
discovered swiping
exterior,
up. Yep.
he brings something very special to the contest. He's the first champion to use a guitar as a weapon, and along with that guitar, he brings a rhythm game to MCOC. On his special 2, 3 chords are generated, and swiping up or down will strum the guitar, and if you hit each chord, you're essentially getting a damage boost.
What's up, Illo?
It's a new, unique mechanic for MCOC, and we're excited to see what comes from it next. Asking again, where do they provide an answer? Where do they counter something in the contest? Mike said, I'm so glad you asked. He has a pretty consistent playstyle with offensive evades, a few safety nets, and lots of rupture damage. He's also the first champ to be completely immune to rupture effects 100% of the time, and then in brackets says, stop yelling in the comments, Scorpion shifting immunity does not count as 100%.
Okay, so he's
Raptor
Raptor immune.
He knows,
And
knows
that's it?
things, you know what I mean? And then again, where are we going to see Spider-Punk? Aside from everywhere, because he's so cool. We think that he's going to be a very solid, mostly offensive champion who could also see some sneaky play on defense in the right meta where you need to intercept him. His ramp starts 50% completed in battlegrounds, and in questing scenarios, he carries over half of his ramp from fight to fight. So he's going to do well in both shorter PvP fights and longer questing situations. Get excited for Spider-Punk. My excitement is taking over.
I mean, like,
I'm not even being able to use words right anymore.
I know Prowler, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not like super hyped, but I think he does have obviously viability.
And arenas and crystals on April 25th.
Spider-Punk did seem better.
Saving like 12,000
What's his healthy watch level?
and it's only going to go up to try and open as many crystals to add this guy to my roster. So I hope you guys are pumped for it as well. I guess we have to.
Why is he after you when it's an assignment? Because I don't know,
that's
reasons.
the end of his moment in the show. We'll talk
Science
about
Blast,
it again.
yeah, Science Blast is like by far the best class
we're
in the
going to
game.
dive into the artistic pipeline of what we do internally to create these champions using Spider-Punk as our backdrop. But before we get there, let's talk about more things coming in April. Let's start off talking about our event quest titled Change the Record. Since their own web of fate seems to be working out, Miles, Peter, and Gwen extend an invitation to other Spider people
why do they
to
talk
join
about the
contest.
like
Spider-Punk
nobody
eagerly
give this
agrees.
shit?
However, he does not travel to the battle realm alone.
Who has ever read the dialogues of those things? Who cares?
Along with him.
Why are you wasting stream time of reading like a flavor text of a event quest that most of us don't want to play through?
Doesn't say that, I made that up. Find out and change the record. Such cool art. It's so cool.
It's like, why?
I'm good.
Like,
let's move
I don't
on
even
here
want to do a
the side
fucking
quest. We've
throne
got
record
Heavy as the
difficulty.
Crown. Every good chess master is always a few moves ahead of their opponent. So you'll need to start planning because Kingpin has made a move by stealing mystically empowered artifacts. These artifacts have been locked into Kingpin's vault for safekeeping.
Why are you
and their enchantments
reading this?
have made these vaults into a chessboard of challenges. It's chess themed. So this is a brand new style side quest. This is the first time we've ever done it. It is called Vaults. I'm going to give you guys a little breakdown, so pay attention now.
I love the event quest lore. Okay, fine. Sorry. 3 people read that.
Each month.
It doesn't have to be a part of their stream.
Get 1 key
Stop
to
hating.
enter
Oh,
a maze,
God.
to explore a path, to get another key to go to a vault, to get better rewards, and then of course you have solo objectives and solo events along the way. You will be collecting Mysterium to use at the Trader's Outpost, and of course you will always have those shards to open specific monthly meta.
That's special for you and other black
Your
man.
keys will allow you to have access to any threat level maze. If you choose to spread out your keys, you will not be able to fully explore any threat level, any single threat level. So dedicate yourself to one right off the hop because you have an opportunity to get Awakening Gems.
Thank you, Callum. I actually signed the contract today for the new place.
Don't mess around.
But yeah, I need fridge and I need
We'll have
bed.
more information about this,
Yeah, there's no bed.
rewards and all of that
There's
good
like a
stuff,
shitty couch.
on
Well,
our
there's a
forums,
couch, but there's no bed. And I need to get a bed.
playcontestofchampion.com. Right
Thank
at
you,
10
Callum.
o'clock, so in about 40 minutes.
But yeah,
we'll
I
put
signed
that
the
live
contract
for you
today.
all to see as well. So get excited. Because that's actually brand new, very exciting. It's always funny to see the dialogue of, oh, side quest is routine and
Now it's looking good, though.
boring, and then we do something new and
Did
we're
you?
like, this
Oh,
is
yeah, I
boring.
did.
Or sorry,
I
this
did.
is convoluted and complicated. So we can't have both. But
Threat
we're trying something
level,
new. I'm very excited for it.
midnight
I've read
in your
everything up. I've
pants.
looked into it. It's fun. It's going to be very cool.
Threat
so check it
level,
out, everybody.
funk.
I see a lot of people asking about 8.4. We're going to have information
Sorry, I
about it at
missed
the end of the
fuck
show.
all.
Please
You
be
missed
patient,
Prowler
because
and
the less
Spider-Punk
patient you are, the
showcase.
less patient I am.
Congrats on
and
your place. Thank you, baby.
I don't want to... We'll just leave it there. All right, everybody. That's not all that's happening in April. There's more content as well. Of course, we have a Titan Pool rotation, April 9th. I wanted to call that out. And of course, later in the month, please check out the Winter of Woe finale. That gauntlet's going to be in there. Get excited for that. I did want to circle back to talk about the Magic Heist, of course, the event that launched the X-Magica sagas for the first time ever. We gave away 10 7-star serpents and 100 6-star serpents.
I wouldn't mind if Domino's
sat
on my face either.
Account that won a 6-star, so shout out to JB Manasone. Congratulations. I just love
8.4 is coming in April.
We do the giveaways on these shows.
April 9th's your birthday.
And we give away 7- and 6-star champions. I always like to see the accounts that we give.
Just join Mr. Anything Cool.
Because
Prowler and
there's no guarantee
Spunk
that they're
gameplay.
valiant Paragon end of game accounts.
So
Sometimes
feel for
they're
that.
young accounts,
Thank
and that
you.
makes me really excited as well to see new people coming in and getting excited.
I told some
so
streams
shout
ago,
out
I
to
actually
you,
really like
JB
the
Minnesota.
actress that plays Domino in the
All
Deadpool
right,
movies
everybody.
as well.
That
I don't know,
is
she just
most
seems
of
cool. You know, like funny, quirky.
what's going on in April. There'll probably be a little bit more, like a little April Fool's Day quest thing. But that's all we're going to discuss here. We're going to move things along because we wanted to introduce a brand new guest for a brand new segment. We've been
Did
talking
they say
about
there's
this,
going to be
I
April
think, since
Fool's quest?
about December last year that we wanted to bring in a representative of the art team to talk through the process because we've been basically running through this narrative of art team don't miss. Our game is awesome and unique for a lot of reasons, but the art continues to stand out. It continues to
April 4th is
push
gonna be held.
boundaries. It continues to try
No, April
new
4th is next month.
things. And
It is
that
next month,
very
by the way.
apparent with Spider-Punk.
You know
so we
that for a
figured this
fact.
was the
It's gonna be
perfect
10th or
opportunity to bring in
17th.
that representative. So
Promise
please
you that.
welcome to the show. Everyone be excellent. Send all of that praise to this representative of the art team. We've got Riri here. Everybody please say hey. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for agreeing to come and hang out.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, it's not an easy thing. We say this of all of our guests. It requires a decent amount of like bravery.
Why
and,
does
like,
Jax look twice as
stick-to-itiveness
small
and
as she does?
dedication
Like,
to
is that
join
like
us
a
on these
weird
streams.
camera perspective? Like
Thank you
she
so much
she
for
looks
taking the time
like
out to come
nice
hang
and
out.
all
No
that.
worries.
It's just
Waking
Jax
up
looks
early was
tiny
hard, but
next
it
to
was
her.
worth it for you
But I
guys.
brought Timbits, so that makes it better. No, we're very, very excited.
Here comes the flute.
Before we dive into it, we'll get to know you a little bit, but before, just give us a base overview of what you do and how you're involved in the process.
I'm a producer for the Champion team, so I work alongside people that you
Yeah,
guys have
animations
met
are
already,
amazing.
like Champ Daddy Aiden,
Do I know really?
Alex and
No.
Stuart. But I also work very
Yeah, it
closely
could be the
with
perspective
the
thing.
Champion art team and making sure
5'9".
that
I'm
those
not
teams
5'9".
work
You know
really
I'm not
closely
5'9",
together,
Madam Black
and
Man. I'm
I,
6'5", you muppet.
like run art reviews, art brainstorms.
I'm
with the
6'5"
team,
and about 230.
And also make sure that Marvel are a part of our process.
Yeah, we partner with Marvel, of course, to go through all the
Suddenly got
processes, and
interesting.
We're usually right at the top of that conversation as well, which we love and appreciate.
Oh, the stream suddenly
Gabe,
got
we will be discussing,
interesting.
like,
I don't
in
remember
very great
asking
detail,
you
a lot
a
of show and tell stuff
goddamn
here as well,
thing.
which is going to be very fun. But if you have any questions about the art process, throw them in there. Tag at Kabam,
At least
Twitch TV, or
at least
Kabam.
Jack's not
We'll
wearing
try and bring in
shorts.
some
Never mind the
questions
sock
towards the end
thing,
of
but
this segment
please
here.
it's nice.
So before we dive in, we like to get to know our guests just a little bit here. You ready for like a quick lightning round? Get to know you?
Can I
Our
introduce
team's
my
definitely
best
the best
Yeah,
thing
you can
around.
bring your best friend. So we also thought it would be a good opportunity to bring in a representative from customer support to really just show you guys that, again, your frustration's warranted. It's understandable. And at times you
6'5",
get frustrated.
yeah.
I get that. But when you come in and you're really upset with
6'5",
customer
about
support,
230
this
pounds.
is who you're really mad at. I just wanted to let you guys know here. So we'll bring in, this is Augustus. This is
Okay, that
This
is a cool
representative
doggo.
of customer support.
I like doggos. That's not
Of course,
fair.
it's a
They're
joke, and I don't
literally
wanna be
cheating.
the
They
only
know
customer
that the player
support
base
doesn't like
angry at
They
them.
do. They're humans.
Right? They know that people are pissed off at Kabam and they're like, "Hey, a doggo." They are They are manipulating.
You're a
They are
star,
emotionally
Augustus.
manipulating. It's kind of working
Yes,
though.
That's okay. You do
But
it.
they are
So you
emotionally-
just hang out as long as you'd like. Okay. Okay. Riri, are you ready
Oh,
for
it's my-
rapid lightning round? Get to know you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Oof.
How long have you worked at Kabam?
2 years almost.
How much do you love it?
10 out of 10.
Perfect. Who's your favorite person to work with?
Great strategy, to be honest. I know, right?
Augustus.
Good answer. Who's your favorite champion in the game?
Right now, Kate Bishop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, respect. What's your favorite game of
That's
all
what's
time?
called dogmail.
Marvel Contest of Champions.
Great answer. What's your real favorite game of all
Evil
time?
people. I know, right? You can't hate dogs.
Titans, check it out.
All
Doggo is
You're playing the game, and I
cool.
respect that. List a underrated film.
I don't like chihuahuas.
Whoa! List an overrated
I don't like chihuahuas.
film?
I'll admit to that. I'm okay with the rest of the small dogs.
Come back to me.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. We'll, at the end of the show, we'll come
Okay.
back to that one. What's your favorite food?
That's wrong. I know it's wrong.
Marmite.
Of course it's wrong.
And finally, what'd you have for breakfast?
Marmite.
Okay, wow, that's great. Marmite for 2. I didn't expect that. All right, everybody, this is Riri. Now that we've gotten to know you a little
I
bit,
do not
let's
have one at
dive
the moment,
into
no.
things here. You, mostly you, I've helped, but mostly you, have prepared
Did you miss something? Yeah, you missed a few
We've got
things.
some
You missed the
slides to
doggo.
discuss. But basically, we're going to take
Efficient
every one
doing.
of you summoners from the journey of essentially there is a name on a sheet of paper. We slide it to the team and say, make it. All the way through the process.
That's definitely.
now
The
it's
dog is a
entering the game. We're gonna use
100%
Spider-Punk
improvement from.
as,
Anybody remember when they did the whole
right, so we
flute
can
thing?
pull up our
I
slideshow.
almost uploaded that as a separate clip.
that I have titled
I
Art
almost
Showcase,
uploaded them
aka
playing the
our
flute,
team
but then I thought it's like, no, I'm just not gonna like.
So we slide you to the name. What's the
Sheaf
next
and
step?
lift.
So first of all, I want to point out, art team don't miss, but we have 3 art teams.
Huskies?
on the
Huskies are
team, so
insane.
I just want to shout out to all of them. There's the champion team, who I work with and we'll be talking about, and we also have the illustration team that do
Replace both these with
in-game
dog.
loading screens and wallpapers that you see on social media. And we also have
Yeah,
the
last week they played it. Last month they
the
played the
in-game
flute.
art team that did like
Him and
the
Kabam Mike, I think.
X Magica X
Together. It
poster
was
thing.
fucking
So
disgusting.
They're just all great, and none of them miss. And I just want to shout out to all 3 teams.
Yeah.
But from the process side of things, so we have the name slid to us on a napkin, as Jack said.
Yeah, like in the
The
movies,
flute
you
playing
know?
was
And then
very
we,
cringe. Like
we
I
me as a
almost,
team,
you know,
including design,
started
who,
convulsing from secondhand
they're
embarrassment.
the guys
Like
that
I genuinely
and
went,
the art
"Ugh."
team. And then
I
we
couldn't watch it.
brainstorm. Everybody has to pull reference, research.
No,
Let's
they
go
were
right from
absolutely
there.
awful.
We do that kind of reference.
They were not
research,
good,
a
they
very
were
collaborative
awful.
process. It's important to keep in mind the entire way here. So this was, Rob, my buttons aren't working. Thanks. This was some of the stuff that you guys actually pulled for this specific process. So we've got some Spider-Punk covers here. They each kind of have like a slightly.
They're
different
holding the 8.4
artistic
info
style. How do
hostage,
we
yes.
make that decision?
We
What's
do
that
know that
process
8.4
look
is
like?
coming,
Which
for sure.
style we lock down?
So we work as a democracy.
Hey,
Each
hey, hey!
team,
This stream is not
kind of
useless.
collaborates and figures it out.
We got it.
From there, like which style we like the best.
I am here.
And
Me.
we also work really closely with Marvel. And what's good about
And,
this team and Marvel
most
is that
importantly-
everybody
Hey,
is
there's
super
Skittles
excited
in
and
there!
Super passionate.
Don't let the beard fool you. He's a child.
It's funny because
Kabam.
We release 2 champions a month. The game's 9
Kabam.
years old, and still these teams don't treat it like
There will
conveyor
absolutely
belt.
be no
They
doggo
are
hate on
passionate
this
and
channel.
wanna make each character completely unique and accurate to how they're represented. For Spider-Punk, we chose to go with the comic version. And those covers you had just before
Alright,
and
Joker.
this one
See you in a bit.
really show kind of
Yeah, the dog could be held
Spider-Punk's
hostage though.
like chaotic visuals and
Yeah.
The
like
stream is
lots of
useless.
bright
Ooh,
lights,
Sans
but
being
also the
nasty.
dark, grungy, punky looks that
Aw.
we worked from. And obviously, if you compared it
Alright,
to
Sans, it's
other
alright.
characters,
You can enjoy the
you know, it
gulag.
looks completely different to the covers of like I don't know.
There's a
Iron
lady
Man
with
or,
they miss.
Captain America covers. So those differences are super.
Early they
important
discovered
to
what a
pick up
woman
on.
is.
This panel shot is
That's all the
from
emotions I'd be feeling. Very much.
one of my favorite.
Well,
comics
thank you.
Oh, yeah.
runs, yeah.
Funster.
The Spider-Punk comics, but I pulled this up because throughout this comic you can see
Oh.
like the kind of doodle hand-drawn
Yeah.
You had to
aesthetic,
choose between
and
Jax
we
and
use
Doggo.
that
I'd pick
on
Doggo.
the champion, so yeah, we can keep going.
Yeah, so on this
Alright.
next page here, you can kind of see some more of that same artistic inspiration. What kind
I
of
don't
stands
know.
out? 'Cause I
No,
know
the
one of these
giveaways
ones
at the
included
end.
for a specific reason as well.
Yeah, so this first one was just like personal. Personal preference, because look how cool the other characters in this comic run are.
So cool.
Well, welcome to the
I've
member club,
read
Saints.
These comics, I have these issues at home. I've read this. This is so rad. I read them.
Turtles
before
are
we
not
had
better than
Ironheart in
dogs.
our game,
Fuck
and I
off.
was like, Punk Ironheart.
I mean-
is awesome. And then we've got Captain Anarchy there as well.
Keep
in
walking,
this comic
Wilson.
run, Daredevil is the drummer. They're all
That's a
in band.
gulag candidate. Oh,
Daredevil's the
there you go.
drummer and
James,
uses drumsticks
James,
for
straight to
echolocation, and
gulag.
That's how they see.
Straight to
And
gulag.
then there's Hulk. He's there. I don't.
If you think
he's
turtles
kinda
are better
tall,
than
you know,
dogs,
but he's actually not really that.
then-
He's mostly Spencer.
What is the foul?
Anyhow,
Fingers. Say to the
this is pretty
face.
cool.
What?
Just seeing this outside here, these are champs that I want in the contest. I don't know. I might have to get off the Punk train for a minute here. Now that I got one, you know what I mean?
Just complete the
Voucher.
complete the
Kind of.
complete the collection.
kind of looks a little bit.
And this panel from below is just a good example.
I
'cause
like
as
both
you guys
cats
probably
and dogs.
saw in the Karate Mike
I really
video,
like both.
from his animations, he uses a lot of his VFX have a lot of
Help on
Band-Aid
this.
dots, that comic art style.
Yeah.
And this was a pretty good panel to represent that because there's all the explosions, and every time he hits someone with his guitar, there's like an explosion of Band-Aid dots. So that
Yeah.
was
Hand dog.
also some
I like
influence
dog
there.
cat.
Yeah. No, it's very, very rad. It's beautiful art style. It's a very fun comic run as well. You guys should all get into it and definitely.
To be
read.
fair,
We've
I
got
don't think this art
number
style
one
is very
issue behind my head as well here, which is very cool.
That's like the doggies.
I
Yeah, but doggies
wanted
are
to
more
see
lively
the
for the most
question
part.
Here, but I
And
think we
doggies
can
like
circle
love
back
you
to 'em towards the end
unconditionally.
here. So let's keep moving.
Cats are
So
like
from
dicks,
research and
they know it
inspiration,
and
we
they can
then
get away
kinda
with it. And
rotate
it
into
has
our
its
next one.
charms,
What's the
but
next
dogs
step in
are
the
just
process
kind
here?
of like
So the
there
next
to
step
please you
is
and
our
serve you and
concept
be like the
artist. I'll
bestest
quickly go
buddies
through
that you
like
can have.
the basic pipeline before I dive
Like
into
girls?
everything, just in case
I
I miss
like women.
something
Yeah.
further down the line.
If you like
So we
girls,
start- once
make sure they
we,
don't catch
have
you,
our
otherwise it's
brainstorm
quite
written
long
out
prison
and
sentence
the
still, I think.
direction we want to go in.
Boring!
Concept artists.
You shut your dirty mouth!
Are 2D artists, but they're super detailed.
You're
as you can
boring.
tell. And they concept the model, and you know, it's there to make notes on before somebody actually starts physically
pretty
making
much.
the character. Next
Dogs
up,
are
then
happy
we
to be
have
there.
our 3D artists.
I started wondering
who
why they're not
sculpt
happy to be there.
the character, and then they color afterwards.
Plus
and
I'm like,
then
oh, I'm sorry
after
to hear,
that
Ellen.
character is ready and everybody's happy
No,
with
you,
it.
me boring.
Animations are implemented. Our animators are probably work closest with our kit designers because they have to make sure that the moves represent what the kit needs.
Right,
so
right.
a lot of collaboration required there.
No, they
so the
they will
animations is
not
just
talk
the
about
moves that
8.4
the
words
character
in the
makes,
stream,
all the
just
way
so
down
we
to,
are aware.
like, the way they react when they're stunned, the way
Kabam
they
more
walk, like
entertaining
Iceman,
indicating
he
gulag.
skates,
James, a man wants to gulag.
Mr. Fantastic's neck is all wobbly.
Can you show me Mr. Fantastic's neck one more time?
Not taking this
I love
blasphemy.
that, Thank you.
So, you know, tons of stuff. Yeah, Professor X has his unique entry where he's all like, you know,
Show me Professor X one more time.
I am not your
yeah.
dancing monkey.
You're this one. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same.
And then after animations, all
Lethargic
done,
is the name that comes in mind. Like a bit.
our tech art team hook
You know,
up. Tech art team is so
introverted
important. They
kind
are
of
the bridge
everything.
between the actual kit working and the art style. and
Slap
the
them
art of
Kabam
the
employees?
characters, and they hook up the moves
can't.
to the
Well, if you
kit
were a man,
to the
I would punch you.
animations,
I'd punch
and
you
then
right in the
VFX
mouth.
team,
That's Bush. Bush League.
is the end part of the
This
art
clip is
pipeline,
so
where they
fitting for
add
this
all of
stream,
the
actually.
VFX, and in our case, that is like
Why they upload
laser
useless things so much?
beams,
It's nothing. Just
magic,
wait until Jack starts talking
clairvoyant,
about his
magic,
mother again.
that's all,
Or they play the flute.
VFX and Iron Man's beams,
Like,
their VFX. You get it. Get it.
I mean, we all
Before we move
know.
on, I just want to call it
that
the
there
Bible
isn't gonna be
says
much
play
information.
MCOC charades one day. Riri will rule at it.
Oh, thank
They did
you.
not
That's
talk about
actually
8.4
kind of a
yet,
good
no.
idea because we like to play games. We've got a new one coming today that I'm really excited about. But maybe we'll play charades one day.
How
Do you
many
think I'll beat Sagwa?
Everyone can beat Sagwa. The man doesn't.
Yeah,
know
so far
which one's
there's
up.
very little to note from this stream.
All right, so we got this concept art. There's
Okay.
incredible detail here. Kind of
Cool.
walk us through stuff that people might not notice right off the top.
The gulag.
Yeah, so as you
Okay.
can see, our concept artist
Come on, back to
went
Gulag.
in hard. There's so much tiny detail, and the thing that like
Jack tries to be
me
cool,
most
he just isn't
about
that guy.
this character
To be
in particular is
fair,
just how much detail went
I'm
into
like the
shoes.
antithesis
What?
of cool,
Even AAA
antithesis,
game pays
antithesis
attention to
of
shoes this
cool
much.
as well. But you
You
guys
can
are
see it in
watching
some
me.
of the poses and on our social media
In the live
stuff
streams,
where
watching Kabam
his-
live are the
even
most
the
awesome
sole of
thing
his
you do,
foot
especially the last
is
one.
modeled.
You
Awesome.
reject girl too.
So yeah, you can see that. We
That
have, like, a
was,
zoom
by
in
the
on
way, that was
patches
some
on the
number
left-hand
one
side.
bullshit. I said there's going to be a
And
big
also the
announcement,
kind
and
of,
I
like,
genuinely
DIY style
rescheduled
that I
a
mentioned
date for
that's
that
in
shit.
the
I was
comic.
so pissed
It's
off.
kind of like scrawled on him.
I was
His vest and stuff.
in the middle of the last stream. I was
And
doing
also we have
push-ups
guitar,
just
so
to
we
get
can't,
rid of
like,
my sexual
you know,
frustration
make him
of
without the guitar.
everything.
Yeah. He's no poser.
It's a cool guitar.
Come and throw me an energy drink. Will Monster
it's
do?
super cool.
I have
The
monster
main
nearby.
thing that our art team wanted to tackle with Spider-Punk is that they wanted to really lean into the punk style. They wanted him to be
8.4 is
like,
coming in
to
April.
show that he is
8.4 is gonna be
and
10th or
also
17th of
he, in
April.
the
I
comic-
can promise you
In the
that.
comics, he is a symbol of freedom.
can't silence
He
me?
overthrows,
I mean, okay,
Norman
that's fine. Keep
Osborn's
spending money on
terrible
that.
reign. It's-
Oh, now I
so
have to put you.
right.
Now
they
we
wanted
have
to
two parents.
really
Oh, but
represent
we can
that
delete
in-
those messages
in his
though.
artwork. And you can see.
can
I
kind
won't
of
go
silence
into
you, I
every
think.
Easter egg. I'll let you guys find some yourself. But one of the patches says HB. What do you think that stands for?
So now the stream family
now,
budget
also-
has increased to $12.
Half a point. And then
Monster sponsor incoming? I'd love that.
Do you know
Next
the
product placement.
letters on his back? What they stand for?
What are the letters?
I don't understand how Spider-Punk design gonna help in BGs.
One more time?
It's gonna crash the devices.
Summoners in chat.
I don't
do you
like
guys
this
know
girl.
What Fizzman stands for? Anyone?
Okay.
We'll just tell him. Tell him now.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Yay.
Shout out to Spidey DNA.
Good
job.
listen, Jack
You got
play
it right.
flute. Yes, imagine. I was so pissed. I was
Little
genuinely doing
nod
push-ups
there. Tell me about
during
Gwen
that
Stacy.
stream because I was getting
Yeah,
so
so
pissed
as you
off.
can see, there's a Gwen Stacy patch. Gwendolyn
Yeah,
Stacy
Cassie's
patch,
very
should
hard
I
to
say,
play with the new
on
AI, for
his,
sure. I
shoes.
can notice that as well.
And in
You always
that
need to get
universe,
them
I
to
think
corner
it's Earth
first,
138.
and then basically.
I might have mixed those numbers up. Gwen is not actually a
Is our
spider.
friendly guy, believe.
She's
Thank
not
you, sir.
really a full character, but she is a like rock star legend that
I mean, yeah.
Kobe looks up to. So
I mean,
that
this
is
isn't a
that
streamable
Easter egg there
content.
as well.
Like, no
love
offense.
it. If
Kabam
you're
is like a
just tuning in, we're
multi-million-dollar
sitting down with
company.
Riri
I
here
wouldn't
as a
want to
representative
do
from
this
our team. We're
stream.
going through the pipeline
Like, I
and
wouldn't
creative
be
process to
satisfied with the
create a
level of
champion.
entertainment or
We're using
engagement that I'm
Spider-Punk because it's
providing during
awesome
that
and
stream.
does a lot of
If
very
I
cool
did
things
this,
artistically. So
like
kick
if
back,
I sat on a
relax. If you
couch
want
with a
information about
person
8.4,
who's
that'll come at the end
clearly
of the show
not
if you're here for the
particularly
giveaway.
used to
Stay tuned
answering
for
questions,
that
talking
as
about
well.
shit that nobody
Right
cares,
now,
while
we're
everybody's
gonna move on from
expecting
concept
juicy
art, but
details
there's also kind of
and
like
updates
a
and
little more
information.
brainstorm process,
I
that sort
would
of
not
thing.
be wanting
From
to do
there
that.
we have this beautiful.
Yeah, exactly.
This
Whilst
beautiful
I
thing. And then at the
absolutely
same time, let's pull in a
appreciate
question
the
from
champion
Akbar, who
designs, and I
says, how do you
completely
merge
agree the
vision
best
from the art
department,
team
but it's
and the abilities team, like for the SP2 rhythm game, how does that get designed? So we kind of talked about this yesterday in rehearsal a little bit as well. They kind of have this concept, that collaborative process.
Yeah, if they
Can you
really
speak
want to
towards
do these
that?
coffee break
Yeah,
talks,
so
then
both
they can just do a
teams
separate
work
stream for
together
that.
from the beginning of
Listen, you don't like the
art
girl?
process, so they aren't kind of thrown.
I
in
only
the middle and
noticed with
trying to
my
force it to
streams,
work,
people need stop being such
what the
losers here.
design team
Well,
want. So before we actually get
I don't know,
started
maybe this is
on
the
executing
International Losers
the
Club.
art,
I don't mind being a loser,
design team do
or
make
being,
requests.
or more specifically,
So
being
these
called
guys
a
come in,
loser
like,
by you.
prepared more than 8 months in advance of their general
But the thing
vision
is,
of the
people
character. They
in
have
my
to be
streams
switched on
actually
for so
are
many
detail
different
oriented.
things
They
at one time,
want
and they
to
do an
know what's
amazing
happening in the
job.
game,
So they come in
rather
with vision,
than
and our designer
whatever
obviously
they're offering.
didn't want to leave out the fact
Yes, you can
that
call it different
Spider-Punk
perspective.
is a guitar player.
However,
He is a
Mr.
theme character.
Nine
So the rhythm game was
immediately
part of
jumping
that
to
vision,
name calling
and our team made it
probably
happen.
leads
Yeah,
me to
I think
believe
it's so
that
rad.
you're either a
I've
simp
played it,
or just have a small
and it
penis.
feels great. It's simple. up
Honest
and down.
opinion,
You're
not trying to be
swiping
insulting.
every
There's
which
clearly
way.
something
it's not
wrong.
complex. It's fun. It
Why
takes some
would
time
you
to get used to. It's
start
not gonna be
name
something
calling
that you've
everybody
really
in the
acquired
chat
that
otherwise?
skill for yet in the contest, but it's quick. You'll get there. It's very, very fun. It's very, very
or
enjoyable
both, yeah.
to play. Do we want to move on, or do we want to take another question? What are you feeling?
I can take another question.
Well,
Let's take
low
another
power
question here
supply
from,
department, but trust me,
Bundle
that's
of
what.
Nerves,
Yeah.
who says, "Hey,
That's
our
what
team
it
don't
is.
miss. What's more fun, adapting an existing character for MCOC or creating a whole new MCOC champ from scratch?"
I
Yes,
think
we do
that's a
want
really
more.
good question because
Kind of gulag worthy.
both sets are fun. So we have different approaches to each.
No, I actually don't like to
character we
gulag
do,
people
and
who are
Marvel are always excited when
naughty
we
or
do our own
nasty to me.
takes
I only
on
gulag people who
the lesser known
make me cringe.
characters. You guys saw Dust. She looks
Then
amazing.
the
And she's
family
super
members'
different
house
from
they
how she
show
looks
it.
in the comics. But I do probably the team as a whole probably
I'm
has
just a pervert. Fair enough.
the most fun. With
Alright, we
original
can play
champions.
with buttons
It's
right now.
just a lot
I know
more
which
work and a lot
buttons we
harder,
should
so I
play
feel
with.
like there's a lot
You
more stress
surprise
on
me
the
how
castle
shit you
original
are.
figures.
Yeah.
It's completely from scratch, and we
Fuck
want to
off
do
you,
more
you fat
justice.
useless sack of fucking Yankee danky doodle
We've done
shite.
an amazing
Fuck
job
off, will you
so
please?
far.
I mean, it's so rad to see, and like, Shield is an example.
Right,
from
well, I'll get you more
last year.
pumpkin. I'll ram it right up your fucking ass. Would you like it whole or dice?
Dedication that our team has.
Fuck up,
every
fuck
step
up, fuck up,
along the
fuck up.
way,
Get
the
out!
Story, the kit,
You
the
fucking donkey!
of it all, the collaboration.
There you go.
is beautiful
That
to
should
see. So there's
liven
obviously
some
a
things
lot
up
of
a little
fun
bit, but
taking
yeah,
someone's
40 minutes
favorite
have passed. It's
character and
very, very
creating a
little.
champion in the game, but to kind of put our own brand and our own.
One
mark
second,
on
I
the
think
game
somebody's
as well
knocking.
is so much fun. On the
One
other side of
second.
things. So we take everything from a 2D perspective, then we jump to 3D, and we've got some models here as well. This is what do we call this exactly?
This is the sculpt. This is the finalized version, I believe, but these go through obviously some work in progress versions that we don't.
Oh my god,
document,
was it?
So, we couldn't.
Oh, that was
This
James.
is the next
Oh, this is the
step. And
first
it still
time he
has
got
to
me
be-
with
As you
earphones.
can tell, like no section of the pipeline can
Oof.
kind of relax. Everything is
Oof.
everything is still super detailed at this level as well.
Stupid James.
I'm gonna have you look to your left and tell me if you want to answer this question.
Ah, like now
Yes,
with
okay.
earphones, it sounded like
I'm-
legit.
I'm-
Like normally I
Says,
can
how
easily tell
tall
the
is
difference.
Reed?
I'm 5'2",
But now that I had
so if
earphones,
that helps you figure out.
it
how
sounded so
tall Jax is.
legit.
It's the chairs.
It's the
Ah,
chest.
you bastard!
Anyhow, sorry to detract.
Oh,
I feel passionately
you
about it.
little
So we
son
have
of
that
a
3D sculpt.
biscuit!
That's beautiful. That's
Not
so
the
cool.
good kind.
And then we
Like
look
the
at Spider-Punk,
Oreo
who does a lot
knockoff
of
that's
very
already
unique
drenched
things
in
with
milk.
Color with like that whole
Ah,
palette. So
you
this is another
wet
example of the
noodle,
art
you.
teams. Was this kind of like the testing process? a little
That's
bit?
it. That's gulag for
So,
James.
yeah,
James
so
put
one
everybody
thing
in
our team
gulag, and
does,
this
like I
James
said, they
goes
want
to
to make sure
gulag.
every character's unique, and this is the same for the designers as well, which is also evident in
Straight to
Spider-Man's
gulag.
game. We haven't done that before, and that required new tech. And our art team really wanted to really hone in on the lack
Yeah,
of
most people
conformity
watch it for the giveaways.
side of things for Spider-Punk. And one of those things is changing his color, and it's also an homage to how artistic and
Serpent.
lack of conformity the
Serpent?
Spider-Verse movies had.
Actually, don't
which
think
is
you
awesome.
particularly need the hand
But we
I
didn't
don't
have
remember
tech
off the top of my
in-game that
head.
actually does this, so we had to get our rendering engineers on board.
It's impressive. Yeah, I know.
To buy in that this is totally worth it, and
Do you know
please
the
find a way to
knockoff
make it
game
work.
first?
Yeah.
And they
I did not
They
lose
also
them.
did an amazing job. So.
Yeah, no, it's like you said, occasionally a champion comes along that really pushes the envelope and results in our engineering team getting involved to create new tech to even make it happen. Let's pull in a question here from Cap Murdoch because it's aligned with what we're talking about. Aside from Spider-Punk, who is
Wonder
a
if people-
champ
I
that has
actually
an
wondered about that
animation
too.
or a
Can you
feature
try?
that you originally thought would be impossible to make work in the game, but we managed to pull it
Punk
off?
is getting milked more than
Right?
cow.
Like looking for those engineering pushes,
Suppose he
those
does.
engineering asks. Who's another
suppose.
one more recently?
I'm gonna have two answers for this one.
Oh, sweet.
Answer number one,
Go.
stay tuned for the rest of the year.
What did he say?
And number two, I think
What did
Spot
she say?
is probably a really good example of
Yeah.
that because of his, the fact that his spots just are constantly moving, disappearing. That's really difficult to execute in game.
Yeah.
Is Jackson
as well
a
as
year-old
the fact
girl?
that Spot also disappears into his own
No, a
portals,
7-year-old
but
it.
He doesn't just vanish; he slowly disappears, and just like his bottom half will get masked out, and that was super tough for the team to figure out because that was completely
Yeah,
new
I know.
And it
I mean, I'm gonna be
a
calling
part
him
of the
Spunk,
tackle the pipeline at
knowing
the time
very well
to
what
have
it
a
means.
character have
Everybody's going to be calling him
spots come
Spunk.
and go, and also disappear into portals, feet to chest.
So I'm monitoring chat here. Of course, we had the lower third that called you a Beta Ray Bill supporter, which I protested, but hey, we're here anyways. And everyone's saying Beta Ray Bill confirmed. No. It's
No.
a joke because we have been very
Yeah, it's
aware
free from
of the
Gulag,
fervor
James.
of the community being like Beta Ray Bill, and we've had conversations with Mike on the 9 days of giveaways. We asked you. We said,
Well,
why
I'm
is
glad
why
to
is
be of
Beta Ray
service
Bill
there,
important to you? Why do people care about Beta Ray
yeah.
Bill? We don't get it. Someone actually explained it in a way that made us understand pretty well.
I mean,
But
like, she's
I think
working
this is
on,
another example
champion graphic
of the
design,
number of
so
times that
plenty
people are
of
going to
them.
be like, we want to see Sandman, and then
Anyways.
Sandman comes and like, all right, Sandman's here. And we're like, I'm not willing to risk it for the biscuit here. I'm not hitching my horse, because he's a space horse. I'm not hitching my space horse to the wagon on this one, you know what I mean?
He's not quite a space horse, but close.
He's a space horse.
I'll change your opinion. Spunk
With
is really good
Beta Ray
kid.
Bill, when I first
What do you-
started at
what do you mean?
Kabam, I wasn't
What
on the Champions
opinion?
team, and I remember being
Which
like, why
opinion
is
do you mean?
Beta Ray Bill not here? Come on, Champions team. And then I joined the Champions team,
Spunk
and then I
looked
realized
better
it's not that
than
easy.
Prowler.
So I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. But yeah, not confirmed. But I still love the guy, and I
Yeah.
think if we were to
Yeah, exactly. If Sandman was actually
eventually do
good,
Beta Ray Bill, I
then
would
people
love
would care.
to see what our art team.
I
comes
do
up
not
with.
use Sandman. Like,
Space horse. Stay tuned.
I use Sandman for Winter of War Ops, man.
Okay, so then
That's what I did.
we've got like a 3D model. We've experimented with color, and then we also have oh my goodness, Look at them all colored up here. And if this was an action figure, I'd have it on my desk in a second. I would pay upwards of monies to get him. Of course,
no, they have not said a single goddamn thing about 8.4. They did read us the lore of side event and event quest.
Show of hands in chat. How many of you would want
no more Spider-Verse figure? I mean, in general, like here's the thing.
It's going to be so many.
Those two have nothing to do with each other. Kabam could release a non-Spider-Verse version champion with the same kit,
so
pretty
rad.
much.
He's so cool.
It's not about what they do, it's about who those champions are. And yeah, I don't want more Spider-Man characters. They could have released some other champion with similar
So we also have this special news video that went out live yesterday.
If he is good, of course I'm going to use him.
A little bit. We've slowed it down, so
Punk's got scoliosis
here as well. And let Riri kind of walk us through what we see.
Cool. So, yeah. So I'll start with his animations. As you can see, his animations aren't even, they're not even conforming. He is on every second, third, or fourth frame. So he kind of stop motiony, but our animator was like really.
But they're definitely gonna want to add like Iron Spider,
this guy in every movement. So I think that's pretty cool. As for the colors actually change. So when you for the SB2 rhythm game, if you miss, the up down
I'm not hating. He looks cool.
Black and white, and if you succeed.
I do think he looks cool. His animations are like some of the best in the game. You just don't really want more Spider characters. I don't want more Iron Man characters. I don't want more Hulks. I don't want more.
It took a long time to actually land on
they can just
where
pick
we want to
new
go
champions with also cool animations.
Like how often will he change color? Will it be on hits when he's hit, etc. And also our VFX artists did
no, they're not
an amazing job on him. He went so above and beyond, honestly. As you can see, the Band-Aid dots I mentioned earlier, but also in a lot of the flashes, you see things in the background. And our VFX artists put a ton of Spider-Verse, Spider-Punk, Spider-Man, Easter eggs in there, so check those out. Maybe if you buy Spider-Punk, you find them.
Or him, you know.
It's perfect release.
I'm so excited he's coming to the contest.
Kind of, except this time it's swipe up and down. It's like a new mechanic.
Where I was criticizing everyone for failing the vote, and I went off on a rant on the forums about how his SP3 could be
really cool gulag
standing on a stack of amps and hitting someone with a guitar.
I don't mind. You can gulag him.
I'm not saying that that's where the team took their inspiration for the SP3 because it's not.
How the fuck do you get there?
To see it come to the contest as well. Let's pull in a question or two here as well. There's a couple of people.
This is like an insult I have never received in my life, I think.
So we have, for example, Gray Boy 12 who says, "What's it like to have to design 2 champs a month? Does it ever get stressful? Do you ever hit roadblocks?" We have, what is the longest design champ? Or sorry, what is the longest champ design process?
Gulag me too. Sure, I mean, like, if mods want to, they can.
King New era wavy, of course.
Meanwhile, do not forget to hit that like button, guys. I always greatly appreciate it. There's about 300 of you here, or almost. So let's get that like counter corresponding to that.
The process of having 2 a month
or close to it.
The rest of time is
being the most friendly.
Of
course they are.
It's tough in itself just because it's so many champions in one.
No, the gulag is like their personal fetish,
get
probably.
The luxury of time,
they just
as you would hope,
get off to all sorts of kinky
kind
stuff
of
in there.
creating new characters like other games might have. But what's amazing about this team is that a lot of them have been here a really long time. Like they're complete vets of contest champions. So they really know their stuff and they know what looks good. They know what they did well 9 years ago. They know what they wanted to improve on 9 years ago. So that definitely helps. The teamwork that all the teams do.
K-Dog banned some. Who do you ban?
Complete number in the air, guess, but around 20 people work on the champions team. And the way that everybody has to work together does make the process smoother, because everybody
you can ban Dab. It's okay.
Cares and everybody is respectful of each other's domains, so they know where they stand. So there's no roadblocks in that sense. In terms the timelines, I would say, on average for champions, at most is 8 months from start to finish.
And he just appeared on time as well.
It's also to do with just everybody's schedules too that has to get involved, and playtests and what the playtests impact.
I didn't even listen for the past 10 minutes. Did I miss something? Absolutely not.
I would say
you missed
original
jack
champions,
poop.
just because
Beans and a
when
toast.
we create an original
has
champion, it doesn't.
more
it's
worthy
not
things
just that
to note
we have the
about
ability to kind of completely
than
make someone
whatever
brand
they
new just
discussed.
for the contest.
There's like
They
literally
have to
nothing
fit
of worth
into
here.
Marvel lore as well.
How do you get so based?
That is quite time.
I don't know, but being told I'm worthless piece of shit half of my life. I don't know.
Justice in that sense.
Yeah. There was one question I wanted to give because I know you was something that you wanted to
talk about. Be more interesting.
About.
No, that's false.
See if I can find it here.
Need radioactive man? I don't even know that one.
Nope.
Professional yappers?
But
Well,
basically, it was someone
technically,
asking, and apologies,
there
I
are
lost
people
your
who
name
say that's
here,
me as well.
Of any noteworthy
me staying awake to watch
graphical
Kabam.
bugs
Like
that
again,
are
staying
along the
awake is
process here.
nothing.
So
I canceled the date because Kabam said they will have a huge announcement in their last month's stream.
Team,
And they had
champions
nothing.
of gaming. Thank you, QA. They are at the end of the pipeline, and they have to test.
Did I miss something
team
important?
engine
Nope.
testing all these champions. We have over 265 right now, and they have to
Want an
test
for you
every
now?
new one art-wise.
Need my power back.
Include one of my favorite ones.
Hey,
I'll
you can't
describe
say
it.
that, Darth.
No,
You're
don't
like
get mad at
CCP or
that.
something.
There was one
At least you're
where
yapping is more. Well,
Rogue
thank
all
you.
of a sudden just disappeared from
They're still yapping? Yep.
the
They
champion's
sure are.
screen, except for her hand. She just disappeared. There's ones where champions just fall through the floor. Capes are crazy.
This is
The
Kabam when it
Incredibles
comes
were
to
right.
worthwhile
Capes
information.
Are insane for.
What about
trying to
8.4?
put
They have
breaking,
not said a single word about 8.4.
And from an art perspective, like clipping through everything. One thing that causes bugs.
Can I
which
tell
is
you what will come in
absolute
new
nightmare
update?
fuel, and you should
No.
thank our QA
They
team for
haven't said
presenting that
anything.
nightmare fuel.
Prowler
Is
and
the
Spider-Punk.
characters'
Freedom for dab.
face isn't animated during like testing when they get hit and their
Fuck,
the
this
face
gonna pour a
breaks.
drink.
The skin falls off the face.
Love it. Nightmare fuel.
I'm not speaking.
If you actually do want to check out some art bugs, they're always hilarious.
You can pour me
we
a
did
drink
Dev
too if
Diaries
you want,
ages
JJ.
ago.
Here
If
is
you go
the
to Hercules
Streamlabs
Dev
link.
Diaries 5.
Kabam should hand
one
out
of our
6-star
old
spunkies for
QA
stream. They will. There will be like
artists,
that you wait and
way up. Talks about some art bugs.
you can hide some of the channel haters.
Check it
Of
out.
course you can
Cool.
hide everybody.
Well, thank you so much for walking us through the process. Is there
8.4
anything else you
shadowing.
want to say before we wrap up our segment?
Tell me
We're
the
gonna talk about
names and I can
Masteries.
hide
That's
them.
not for you, that's for them, but...
JJ, you messed
I
up.
also wanted to, what I didn't mention earlier, is that Spider-Punk also
Any
has,
news on
we
8.4?
don't
Nope.
normally focus
They have
on
not said a
audio that
single
much,
word about 8.4.
because it's just people being hit and stuff, but
No, but
if you turn
you
up,
do
for everyone that plays this game on mute, turn it up for Spider-Punk. He actually
I
has
don't know why
guitar
that's
sounds.
right because it's stream,
And,
but
the ducks
they
are
changed
the
it
only
to
ones
Thursday
we really
because
gave
Good
unique
Friday's
audio to
holiday.
before, so big deal.
No, that's super, super rad. Everybody, please
they just have no
thank
fucking
Riri
idea.
for joining us. Let them know.
They
our
just have
team
no.
don't miss.
Like, only
It was
reason
a
people
pleasure
watch
to
that
have you.
stream
Thank you so
still
much for sharing
is
all
because
your
of the
knowledge
giveaways,
and
I
insight.
think.
We
Or
appreciate it.
I'm
Thanks
hoping
for having me, and thank
that
you,
they can say
Augustus.
something useful.
Thank you, Gus, for being great. He's asleep.
I perform
All right,
title
everybody, we're
of
going
my
to show
stream.
you the special moves video one more time. We're going to change things over. We're going to be talking
This.
about mastery loadouts. Stay tuned because we're going to play a game. We're going to talk about mastery loadouts. We're going to do a giveaway. We've got a special announcement. There's still a lot of show to go. I know we're running late on time, but hey, Anarchy reigns supreme. Take it away, Spider-Punk.
Okay. Is this an hour and 30? Well, I don't know. It's been an hour already almost. I don't know. Jeez. Wake me up when there's actually important
Again,
info.
thank you for
Cannot do
hanging
that.
out, for learning about the artwork. Thank you for Art Team Don't Miss. Thank you to Riri for joining us. We're going to change gears now. We're going to be talking about mastery loadouts. Again, later in the show, we're going to be talking about 8.4. Again, if you're here expecting all the
Later in the show, we will be talking about 8.4.
When you can
There
find
you go,
out more,
confirmed.
and maybe a little
Something.
But don't get your hopes up too high because we're not diving deep into it for this stream. We're going to do a giveaway. We got games. But right now, we're going to talk about mastery loadouts. Please welcome back to this show.
Yeah, we already know the art team does well. I'd much rather talk about the bug fixing team, AI inputs fucking team,
Have you been watching
and
X97?
game balance team.
The episode that came out
You didn't watch the third episode?
No,
I watched
sorry.
it last
I'd
night.
much
No
rather talk
spoilers.
about who the fuck designed the last war meta. That's who I'd like to see on the show.
It's perfect.
Later in the show, person who designed Alliance war meta. How about we talk about that?
Be able to have some time to sit and watch cartoons.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, you should, pour a bowl of cereal. Pour a bowl of cereal.
I love cereal.
I know you do.
Cereal's unapologetically my favorite snack.
Cereal's great.
So good.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Dry.
Later today, later in the
need
stream,
it.
they're gonna talk about
milk for
8.4.
that.
So you're back because we have a brand new feature. This one has
Oh, look at another Juggo.
I don't know. The roadmap that mentioned this existed prior to me even
Long
being
before you got
here.
here, yeah.
This is years long.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
We're
I didn't
finally
cancel
doing
a day
mastery
today. I
loadouts.
canceled it on the last
And we
stream.
wanted to bring you on because it's a complex feature. It's
Yep.
something that's been highly requested.
Extremely
There's a lot
complicated.
to get through, and we wanted to make sure that we give you a hands-on demo. We've only done a hands-on demo
Mike's
one
looking
time
like he
with
put on
Rogue
it too.
prior to now.
Maybe
We
he's
said
just bulking.
Mastery loadouts is going to be intense, so we want to make sure everyone understands it.
Yeah. Before we get into that,
Yeah.
I have one thing
Tell me.
to announce.
Tell me all the things.
You know Kabam Zero. Everyone knows Zero. He makes a lot of really cool stuff for the community.
Quality
lots
of life stuff.
Yeah. He just had a baby today.
And his son sent me.
Yeah.
Today?
And he's watching. He said, well, maybe not right now, but he's like, baby and mom are fast asleep, so he wanted to
Oh, is
tune
it
in
not?
to watch our stream.
No
He is
way.
that
Alright, see you later,
dedicated.
Jason.
He's
No
one of our biggest
way.
fans for
See you
sure.
later,
Congrats
Jason.
to
We're big
Zero,
fans of him.
everybody.
Yeah, congratulations, Zero.
And Zero's going to
baby-
name the baby Mike.
Baby Zero.
Baby Zero.
Maybe one,
Baby one.
one, two. I don't know.
I think that's
I don't know how
fantastic.
many
Shout out
there is, but
to
yeah,
you.
I think it's
We
really
love
cool.
and appreciate that.
Yeah. Jumping back in, masteries. We want to give you guys a
Circulating.
look at how it's done.
Yes, so.
You know, sometimes there's complex additions to the contest, and it gets hard to figure out everything that's going on.
I
So we
can
wanna,
get something getting
do a
hard. It
step-by-step
wasn't
look
7
at how
years or 6
to
years of
update
waiting
and change your
hard
masteries.
to do this.
Yeah, we're doing a live demo. You've got your iPad. We can
I've got
pull
my
that out.
iPad.
We're ready to go. Okay, everyone pay close attention. If you guys are across the room or in the back,
Like, I get things like 6 years. You can design a dozen games in 6 years with Kabam's resources. It wasn't that hard. Let's face it.
Pull it up over here. So you see right here, you're on your screen. This is a test account. I don't actually have 107,000 units. I'm also much further than uncollected.
Okay, throw shaded uncollected here.
Well, you know, I've been here for a long time. I was here when uncollected was introduced. I can't still be there.
Fair.
So, mastery.
We need a
You
dog
wanna
cam.
change it?
Yeah,
Here's
dog
what
cam
you
would be
gotta do.
good.
You got to click your name up here. You have to click on masteries. And here you see loadouts now. There's 1, 2, 3 down in the corner. If you want to change your mastery setup, what you have to do is go over to a different mastery setup and hit set active. Then you activate that mastery setup and it's done.
And that's it. You switched. You switched, Rob. That's okay. And
Yeah.
that's it.
Oh.
Simple, elegant, and beautiful. That's all.
It is extremely simple. It's very easy to understand. If you want to change a mastery setup, you do have to go to it, set it as your active mastery, and then change it the way we used to. So you can add mastery points. You can reset and recover an entire place, and then just start over again. Make up. Let's go. I'm not going to go through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Super simple. I have this one set as my Alliance War Defense default.
You can
but I
change the
turn that off.
names down there.
Yeah.
Alliance War Defense default is
I think it's
important
that-
thing
yeah, I think it's
right
that
here
as well.
worth pointing out. So whatever loadout you are currently looking at, once you tap that, that is your defense applied to every Alliance War from then on. So it is a great thing. Very, very simple. Now let me
I'm definitely going to
address
go
something because we're
about
seeing
with
35
Discord. Why are
units.
you
Oh,
effing about
no.
with Discord?
It is way more expensive. It is way more expensive to change units or to change your masteries in any way. This was never going to be a zero-cost solution. You have to understand that. We talk about it all the time, unit balances, the economy of the game. This was never going to be zero. This is drastically reduced.
You're one of those people who needs to
expensive. Now,
read the instructions on a recycling bin, right?
If you don't want to change your masteries, I don't change mine. You don't have to touch this.
Rick the Freak is probably the guy who's responsible for microwave manufacturers having to tell us and put on a warning label that you can't microwave a cat, right? Did you also try charging your phone in a microwave? Did you, Chris?
It doesn't go live until after the season ends, so April 10th-ish, I think. Right now, I have one I called Alliance War Defense. That's the name I put in there. You could call
This
it...
is much cheaper, though. 35 units is definitely cheaper.
No one can
No, it will not cost to unlock loadout slot. You get them all straight out.
I think it's more fun to watch Mike play his own account here. Funzo!
Funzo, and then you hit AW defense default.
And boom, that's it.
Yeah. So here I have an empty one. I have not done anything with. I'm not going to go through the whole process of setting up masteries because, you know, it's not a quick process. So this is going to save people a lot of
crayon
either one time at least. But then after that, it's real easy, real simple. And don't forget the first week of mastery loadouts being a thing.
Use points? What do you mean use points?
Will be able to
but the first week it's going to be free, by the way.
Update your masteries for
from 1st till 8th
so go through, set up all 3 of your masteries,
April,
loadouts.
Changing the mastery is going to be free, so you can set up everything exactly how you want.
Just, you know,
and switch
until you need to change it again later, you're good. You do still need to pay
Mastery
to
2.0
masteries if you or to unlock masteries if you haven't done it. But if you've unlocked a mastery once, it's unlocked across all.
What's the point of costing units? So Kabam makes money
again. I'm not asking you to get like
what's the point of energy
recalls Mystic Dispersion or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm like, and I'm a little like, I'm hesitant to change my
I'll do a mastery update video when this goes live.
I don't have the knowledge base. Is there a resource maybe along the road here that might allow people to find inspiration?
Do you have to be an alliance?
Yeah, I mean,
first, to get BG to it. To get
always take a look
Alliance BG solo Alliance went towards but
great videos
other than that, no
content on masteries. But
this is not going to be a April Fool's joke.
We'll be creating blog posts
specifically talked about
highlight some really great mastery setups that you should be looking forward to in the over the next month, maybe 2. If you guys really like it, we'll keep going with them.
Yeah. All right, Rob, I have a timeline prepared. Are we able to pull that up? Thank you very much. Perfect, Rob, you're crushing it. Mastery, loadouts, timeline here. All right, so it launches on April 1st. Mike, I'm going to ask you, is this an April Fool's Day joke?
Yes, it is. Just kidding, no mastery loadouts.
Yeah, right? Could you imagine? We saw this. They're like, it's an April
Fool's Day. For how long ago? I don't know.
I would never allow this to be an April Fool's Day joke. Because we would be the ones getting yelled at. No. Okay, so
week.
It's going to launch on the 1st. From the 1st to the 8th is a free respec week. That means you can
they
go
will
in and
not
change
tell
your
us
masteries
8.4
as
rewards
much as you want.
Today.
You can switch between your presets, between your loadouts, as much as you want. No gold cost,
first week's going to be
no
free.
unit cost for the first week.
Yeah.
So get in there. Experience the mode, experience the feature, mess around with it, experiment.
A W
set
default
everything
is
up,
very nice.
and then you're
So
golden.
good.
You have 1 week to do that completely for free. So if you have a friend who's maybe taking a little bit of time off, is planning to come back, make sure they hit the game in the 1st to the 8th window because they're going to miss out otherwise. And we
hey, what's up, Golden Gun? Everybody else, if I didn't say hello to you guys, then
reducing costs. We're giving you a week's window to get in there and mess around with it.
I don't know.
Now, on April 10th, we will go live with the Alliance War Defense Default checkbox, so that will not be active right away. Mike, why are we not doing that immediately?
Yeah, we want to cause complications with the Alliance War season. I mean, this hasn't been the best.
They've had enough.
Yeah, no more issues with Alliance Wars. So it will wait until the season is over and then we'll flip that live.
Yeah. And that's it, everybody. That's Mastery Loadouts. Again, the beauty of this mirrors things like Stat Focus,
$100
things like Ascension,
Sunshine Surprise.
Beautifully simple, and it's easy and approachable for you all. So I hope you're excited for Mastery Loadouts. Again, the demands, the yelling for Mastery Loadouts, that's been around since before. Like I feel like my first day I rocked in and someone hit me in the face and said, "Give me Mastery Loadouts." So it's happening now. So get excited about it.
Yeah, a couple real quick things I forgot to mention. All three of these loadouts are free. You don't you don't pay to unlock extra pages. You don't pay for the what is it called? The AW defense default.
And that's permanent, correct? That's
That
not
is
just in the
permanent.
first window?
Yeah, that is.
Followed by this point when 8.4 rewards are announced. I don't know.
Additionally,
They have been doing somewhat
someone
decent
asked,
with
do
the
you
story
unlock them as
content
you go
rewards, I
up?
think.
Nope, I think this is available to all players. There's one
Week 1 free is
last
huge?
question.
Yeah, exactly.
If
Oh no, you
don't
can't
use the
open new
AW
masters, you can
defense
just change it for
default,
free.
yes, it'll
It's not like
just
you get
use
all
your
the masteries
masteries,
for free.
as you
know.
have them, I believe.
Yeah.
Anything
Shout out to
important
Jimmy
said?
8
It's
Lee
just
for that question as
yapping
well.
for most part.
And everyone asks about new masteries.
Getting drowsy
we
watching
don't
them?
have any plans
Well,
right now. So one of
you
the
can
things
become a
we
channel
do
member
is
and then you can
one of the reasons
access
it took
sounds
so
that
long
will
to
stop
come
you
out
from
with
being
mastery
drowsy.
loadouts as they are right now.
If you do
is
become a
because
channel
we
member,
kept
you
imagining
can
what masteries could look like in
evoke
the future, big plans, what are new masteries.
sounds from the
Masteries,
stream
if you think,
description,
it's hard to balance a single champion, it's hard to balance a single relic. It's extremely difficult to balance masteries, and the more we come out with, the harder that becomes. I'm not saying no new masteries, I'm saying
Or
at this time we don't have
all of these are in the master
capacity,
in
time,
the stream
energy,
description
people, that
for
shifts,
channel
but
members,
the
by the way.
focus, I think, for masteries became this loadout to get people there. I wanted to bring in a question here from Big
That will
Papa
wake you up.
Seabone, who says, "Is Mike sitting closer? Why is he so much bigger than Jax?" It's the chair.
There's something really weird about these chairs, I have to be honest. I'm like a solid 5'10", but I look like I'm, what, 8 feet tall in this chair?
New masters?
5'10", get out of here.
Did it say
All right,
no
let's
new
move on
masteries
here 'cause
yet?
we still
Not
got
yet
quite
new
a bit to
masteries.
cover.
Okay, no new
Stick around, We're
masteries.
going to be playing a game. We're going to be doing a giveaway. We're going to be talking about 8.4 this much. Rob, can we pull back up that slideshow because Mike and I have something
almost
very
cost me
exciting
again.
to announce. There is a new community space incoming. Get excited? Mike, take it away.
Okay, today we are really happy to introduce to you all the official Marvel Contest of Champions Discord server is going live. Yeah,
Oh?
it's a big step for us. A great addition. We've had many community spaces over the time, our YouTube comments section, Facebook, Twitter, what's the other one?
Okay, so then-
Instagram, and our forums, of course. And today we really wanted to take this next big step, introducing
that's
you
gonna
all
be toxic
to
still.
a Discord server.
I mean, to be fair,
First of all, forums not going anywhere. They're a very
It's gonna be
important
interesting
part
to
of
look.
our community offering, but this is a brand new offering that we think it will be a great addition for a lot of summoners. Lower barrier to entry. It's really great for newer players. Really great organization, and you know, it's a great place for summoners to come together and interact with each other.
Yes. So it's important to point out a number.
gonna
of
go
things. We're
bad?
creating a
Yeah, I
community
have a
space
feeling
to
something's
bring
not gonna be
everyone
great there.
together to give you
That
guys an
Discord
option. I
will
think the forums are
absolutely
fantastic
gonna be a
in
minefield.
some ways. I think that there is a barrier to entry.
How long till I get banned
Forums
from it,
in
though?
general are
To be fair, I don't chat much in like Discord.
but for anyone to access our forums, they need to connect their Kabam ID. Some people don't have that login information anymore. There's a lot of
To be
problems.
fair, I
It's
think
not
people can
particular- you have to go
report
into mobile mode on
their
your phone, you're in
Discord
a
server
browser,
to
it's a problem.
Discord and can get
Discord
shut
is a
down,
new
right?
dedicated. It's new to us in this community. Okay, I know Discord.
Yeah.
It's new to the MCOC we're creating. But it's an app. You can throw it on your phone. You can be in it immediately. I've seen people saying, I don't have Discord. You can get it. It's free. It takes no time at all. It's an app on your phone. It's an app online on your PC. Whatever you guys want. It's there. It's simple. It's easy. We're giving you all the space to come and hang out.
You are already
to
banned from
interact
Kabam
with each
server?
other. There's a lot of dedicated
Why?
channels there to discuss things with each other. You can ask questions of the game team. Now, this is not an
Hey, my
express line to
forum
the game
account
team.
is
The game
still
team will
alive.
be there. They're in the Discord, but it is not their job to answer every single question. It is
I'm not saying
their
I want
job
to troll
to
it. I
chase
have better
down
things to
every
do
lead.
with my
It's
time, but
not
I'd love
to
to
respond
others
to
troll
every
it.
bug.
Yeah, I'm
We
sure
use
that there are
information,
going to be
and
people
we
who
will
do
use
that.
information in the
100%.
same way we do in the forums to inform a lot of our decisions, but at the same time, it's
And
largely
I'm
for
not
you guys to interact
supporting
with
it,
each
just
other,
so
which I
we
think is
are
very
clear.
cool.
I
Now,
might
another
find
thing I
it
wanted to
funny,
point out, the
but
way
that
the
is
forums
not
operate
something I
currently is on a
support
stress
as a good
system.
behavior.
You can be.
I do not want any of you guys doing that. I'd be very disappointed if you
that
did.
will not exist on the Discord. There is. No
But I'd
warning
probably
system.
get a good laugh if
you
it
go
gets
in
shut down in
And you
a
are
couple of
popping
weeks.
off, and you're being racist, homophobic, bigoted, any of those things, ignorant. you're gone immediately. Now, not to say that you wouldn't be gone immediately from the forums for that behavior, you would. But the kind of in-between is when people come in and they're super aggressive about things that they're mad about. You can be mad, you can be upset, you cannot go and yell at people. You cannot target our game team, you cannot target any of the mods. You will be kicked out of there so quickly.
Okay.
We
Wow.
are creating a brand new space, and we are setting the standard.
I'm not
from
about
the
that
get-go
lie.
That this will be a
It would be
positive
something that I find
space for
humorous,
summoners
but
to
no,
come
that is
together.
not a
There
good
will be places
thing.
for
That's
bugs,
not
feedback,
Christian
that
thing
sort
to
of
do.
thing as well. But
That is not
this
the
will be a positive, safe space.
morally
We are going to do our
acceptable
absolute best to make it so.
behavior that
So
we
don't mess
condone on
around.
this channel.
Come and hang out, though. It'll be a lot of fun. We will show you guys a QR code at the end of the stream that you can scan to get in there. We're gonna have a post go live in the forums later as well. We will be hanging in there after the stream. Anything else you want to add before we move on?
Yeah, so someone asked
Well,
me a
actually,
good
it loves
question
me,
about
for
this.
sure.
They said, is it going to be multilingual? Not yet. The intention is eventually we'll
Not
be able to
really
add
Slavic, though,
spaces
I'm
for other
Baltic.
languages, but like a lot of people have pointed out here, it's a big ask. We have a lot of really great volunteer moderators already that I'm really looking forward to working with. But it won't be until we have enough moderation and like people in there in those other languages that we'll be able to offer up other language options as well. It's something I really want. I think it'll be really great, especially for new players. And that's kind of one of the big reasons we want to do this is Discord is a much friendlier place to send new players than to some
Kabam barely speaks English and multilingual is a bit
like a
twisted.
forum or to YouTube where they kind of have to
Yeah.
go off and search for their own stuff.
Yeah.
There's sections that we're putting in here specifically for new players. So I'm really hoping that our more veteran summoners are going to go in there and they're going to help our new players figure out what's going on.
There's a new players section where you can go and ask. There are no stupid questions, so you guys can go in there if you're brand new and curious about something, or you can go in there as a veteran and be like, "Hey, I'm here to share my wisdom."
Okay, how long?
Because you're
How long this shit?
summoners, and I know you guys got the smarts, so why not share them? I want to hit a couple of questions, and then we'll move on to our game here. Babushka Boy says, "Wait, what about genuine criticism?" There's this misconception.
Am I gay?
That we silence people who criticize the company or the game on the forums, and that's not the case at all. If you guys go in there and you have criticisms, trust me, there are many.
Unfortunately
lots
for
of people
me,
saying they don't like
I am a
it's the way that you
straight,
present that information.
white,
If you are saying that, hey,
and
I hate
male
this feature, and the person
in
who
today's
created it
day
should
and
be
age.
fired, you're gonna get kicked out so quickly. That's the stuff that we shut
It's not a
down.
stupid question,
You
it's
can be
stupid
critical.
people.
I encourage that. You can love something. You should be critical of the things you love.
You want to
but nothing
speak
should get
selected
past.
English?
It's how you present that
The
information.
listen
Is it constructive
selectivism.
feedback, or are you being
Hey,
angry?
Sigma Male, I actually
So,
hate all
be
those
there
alphabet
for that
Sigma
one.
Males.
There was
If you need
one
somebody to
more
tell
will be a
you
spot for
that you're
recruiting as
this
Big
and
Man
that,
Wacko Hacko. There will indeed
then you're
there
not
will be
it.
both a space for
That's the way I
individual
look at
summoners
it.
looking
Any
for
person
alliances
who's
and for
concerned and
alliances
uses
trying to recruit
terms like,
summoners.
oh,
Pop in there.
bacon male or
Spaces for people
Sigma
who
male,
just
stuff
wanna
like that,
do
to me,
battlegrounds, friendly matches,
is just
yep,
like
yep,
a
yep.
and look
wannabe.
for incursions.
Yeah.
You're trying to make
One,
something out of yourself that you're not.
Cardenas,
The way I
forces
try to
will
mold
be events.
myself
There's
is
things
I
that we're
try
exploring in
to
future, maybe some giveaways,
do
maybe
well,
some
look
exclusive
in the
events
mirror,
to
don't be
Discord,
ashamed
that
of
sort of stuff
myself.
as well.
I think
carry
that's-
myself the
that's
best I
really,
can.
I think one of the benefit
you know,
of the Discord is we can do things like have stages,
I
or
hate the
conversations,
whole
and presentations.
lingo.
We can't necessarily do
whatever.
on our forums, and like maybe even like Discord exclusive live streams.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Difference being that Discord gives you the options.
They
of
did
us
show
being
on
able to
Prowler.
pin players depending on
The
what their
gameplay a bit.
interests are.
Yeah.
We can let you know, like, hey, we're gonna do a live stream here based on, Alliance Wars for
There's a
tier
whole
1
reason.
players, and then you can have just the tier
His
1
name is the
players.
whole. Yeah, I guess that
There's
is.
a lot of fun stuff there. Thor TTK says fan art channels, maybe? There's already one there. Want to bring in a question from
As
Why.
far as
Why
I
you
am
guys
aware,
hate
yes,
being
he is a
criticized for
member
your
of
corrupt policies, bundles, and game management. Living up to that name there, Why, Warren, Why. Thank you for your comment. Let's move things along here because we got a giveaway to do. But I want to play a fun new game with Riri. We're going to bring back to the set. We got
If that
Mike
is
and
the
new
answer you're
summoners are
looking
going
for.
to play along. So Riri, we're going to do a little chair shuffle. Riri, get in your chair. I'm going to take my position back here. Let's move this. Oh my God, that's so much heavier than I thought. We got a brand new game, Rob. Can we pull it?
Which again, perfectly fine with.
Well, don't put your ear there. Game time, everybody.
No.
All right. Everybody get excited here. This is game time. Here are the rules. I will be showing you a picture of a champion. It is incredibly zoomed in. You will try to guess who that champion is. You get one guess per round. You step in slightly each round. The earlier you get it, the more points you receive. There are 5 varied zoom spaces. You will be 50 if you get it right in the first, 40 in the second, etc., etc., etc. All right? Again, for the Discord, there will be a QR code at the end of the stream in a moment here, and we will also have 8.4 information and a giveaway. But right now, we got Riri and we got Mike, and we're going to play our first round of this game here. All right, let's throw it over here. This is round 1. Boom. Who do you think this is? There is no penalty to guessing wrong. Keep track of your own score at home. You get 1 guess per round. You can pass if you want to.
So what images are we using here? This like our art that we made of them? This is like the model.
Sorry guys, I must apologize. I cannot in full conscience keep showing you that stream. I feel uncomfortable subjecting you guys to that torture. And whilst I did my best to mitigate the impacts of the waffle has exceeded my patience. Therefore, I must apologize, but I will be bringing my stream to an abrupt end where I will go and start work on the summary videos. I will suffer alone in silence, listen to the rest of the stream should there be any other information useful that they are going to mention. I will take that heavy burden upon myself, and I will obviously create a summary video for you guys. But I don't think any Christian man would ever feel comfortable with carrying on this facade, this farce of waffle. So, I will finish the stream off now. If you are interested, I will drop a link for you to the Twitch stream, even though I do not recommend going down there. But, you know, you're grown people. If you do have masochistic tendencies, you're welcome to help yourselves. I take no responsibility with what happens to your mental state once you are over there unsupervised. But this stream has come to an end. See you soon. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the next one. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the next